I'm out in the shop bolting up the new beadlock rings. Bit of a process. I actually have the 2 front wheels done already. I'm gonna start doing the backs right now. And I'll show you my process here. For starters, I've learned that if I keep the tire strapped tight at the top and pulled inward towards the buggy, that it'll stay centered on my wheel. So basically I jack up the axle just enough to get the weight off of the tire, undo the lock ring, and the tire will stay seated on the wheel, as long as I keep some tension going that direction. So it's worked so far. And a big component to all of this is what's in this box here. This is a set of 2 spacers per wheel. These tires are really thick, and your beadlock rings will cone in like crazy if you don't run some spacers. But Raceline has these spacers that you can run your bolts through. I'll zoom in here and show you guys. But there you go. This gap here, that is a set of 2 spacers. And it keeps the beadlock plumb. Otherwise what happens is this starts to cone in really bad, and your bolt head ends up sitting crooked on the lock ring, which is also how bolt heads end up snapping off. I'll open this box and show you guys what I'm working with here. So this is a set of 4, which might work for some tires, but in my case, these guys really need 2 sets of 4. So you double up, makes it quite a bit thicker. That's that. I'm gonna break these free by hand first, and then I can move to this guy.
There you go. Janet kind of summed everything up with and yeah, she brought home the grocery store now.
All right, so it didn't have any before. It had no spacers before, and I can tell that it was coning in. But the taller the lock ring is, the more exaggerated that coning would be. From a cosmetic standpoint, it would not look ideal. These are in pretty good shape, though. I'll probably clean them up and save them, just in case I ever decide to get new race lines. My lock rings, I'm gonna keep those bad boys. Those are a pretty nifty item, and I don't really want to have to rebuy those. But I'm gonna clean that up just a little bit and get these spacers on there. And I have 2 longer bolts. I had to put some lug nuts on this one. But anyway, because to get the lock ring going, the bolts that you normally would use are too short. So you guys have probably dealt with that stuff before. Kind of see what I'm working with here. I guess that might be a more accurate reading. So I use 2 long bolts to get them going, and then I can start throwing the factory required bolts in there. And you see these for days. Kind of a pain getting these first 2 spacers going. Well, I don't know, it's not that bad. If you took the wheel off and laid it horizontal, I think the spacers would be easier. There, and this one.
And then we'll stop watching the San Jose earthquakes. Don't forget the Battlehawks too. Absolutely. We gotta have to watch April. I guess it's season.
So that's how I started. I'll crank these down just enough to get the real bolts started, and then I'll add 2 more spacers right where the other pair ended. Now you guys are up to speed. I'm gonna keep trucking along here. Maddie and I are just goofing around outside on a rainy day. But I do have the 4 beadlocks done. However, the buggy is still dirty, so I'm sorry. I'm not in a position to wash it right now because of the weather. I'll do that tomorrow, maybe. Maybe this upcoming weekend. Here we go. I love it. Stand over here. But it is a tough look. There you have it. It would look better when I pull out of the shop, get the tires cleaned up. They are covered in a layer of moonlight mud. He found the one muddy puddle on the property. And what do you got there, Maddie?
It's a muddy puddle.
It's a muddy puddle, yeah. You think you should play in it?
Yeah.
Nah, probably head inside.
The
Put the stick in the mud. Do you think if you put it in there that a tree will grow?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
That was the cheese video.
Thanks for watching our video.
Thanks for watching our video.
It's an early morning here, and I'm getting another buggy. It's what I do. It's what I do. But it's cold outside. Tow rig is a nice layer of frost. I did not expect that because it was like 70 degrees yesterday. And it's 30 degrees this morning. Time to load up the trailer, grab a jack, spare tire for the trailer, and some cash to buy another Jimmy Smith rock bouncer. I may have some low bouncer tweaks I'm gonna do to it, but I think I'm gonna actually wheel this one, kind of use it, and I may do some changes to my red buggy. So while that one's down, I'll have one to mess around with. That'll be nice.
Put my pepper away.
Yeah. What's on the front of that backpack?
A raptor.
Raptor. All right, hang on. I gotta put my stuff down, and I'll help you. Hi, babe.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Wow, double 10.
Just pretend.
Beep,
Okay, here we go.
Truck. Mom, high in the truck.
You're high in the truck.
Yeah, and Mom, put the truck on.
Put your invisibility cloak on?
Yeah.
All right, I got it. Here you go. You're welcome. Nobody can see you.
No way.
Meow.
You did it.
I think we should go to the beach.
Okay.
You're nuts. Hey, you get in over here, dude. All right, so we got some Jimmy John's. No Zaxby's around here. Yeah, we're gonna eat and head home.
Get out!
What is this kid doing?
Get out!
What is this kid doing? Guys, I think we can all agree, and I mean, this is one of my favorite looks, but like a factory tire and wheel, and then add the beefy aftermarket fender flare, kind of makes the truck look like it's floating.
Areas, they gotta figure out their identity. I go through San Francisco, Detroit on the up and up.
We were dangerously close to running out of fuel. It was bad. We made it. We made it. Well, I made it to a fuel station. We're not home yet, though.
Not yet.
Ninja Turtles. I don't know how big that tank is. So, I don't know. If it's like 32 or so, then we had a little bit left. But if it's like, I don't know. The gauge was like, we made it. We're home.
We're home?
Thanks, dude. We gotta loosen it so we can take the buggy off the back. There you go. Now, throw it back on the trailer. Watch your head. There you go. You know how to get in a buggy. Watch your head.
I'm ready.
All right.
The tires are so big.
The tires.
And I do
There's no way to get in without stepping on the seats. smashed it. He's like, whoa! Because it was so loud, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds awesome, and I believe it has like a 3200 stall in it, in the Turbo 400, which leads us to what is underneath the Buggy. Well, we have a 6.0 LS with some awesome custom long tubes that he just had made about 2 years ago. Turbo 400 and an Atlas 3.8. 14 bolt front with RCVs and a 14 bolt rear. And we have 1 1/4 Heims at the end of every link, which is always cool. Is that from the tires?
Yeah.
Stirred up the ground a little bit? Yeah. At some point somebody raised the bars up back here. So you can actually see it's like flattened out. Did its job, it kept somebody protected. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace these bars and put them, try to go back flatter. Maybe give the whole roof a painting to match this blue best I can. This bar's kind of cool. I don't mind how it looks, but it is hard to get in and out of the Buggy. You almost have to put your feet on the seats to get in and out of it, which I hate doing. I try to keep the seat covers nice and fresh. So I may eliminate that. Stickies have a ton of tread left, and he's got race lines. I haven't said that, but this is a Jimmy Smith chassis. It's been around on YouTube for a while. I am looking forward to actually wheeling this one. We're gonna mess around with it. A lot of them I just tinker with and make them pretty and don't even enjoy them. But this one, we'll probably take it out to Moonlight and mess around on our property. So I'm pretty excited. What do you think, babe?
Love it.
Love it? That's a bummer.
She's gotta go. I'm zoomed in.
You don't have to zoom into my face. I know what you're doing. I haven't touched the seat yet, but there is no way this left leg is getting inside.
No, it's gotta go inside.
It doesn't have to. Not if I build tube around my leg like this. Like some people build tree kickers.
You could do like the Jeep ride.
Like a shin kicker or a jeeper.
Uh-huh.
I'll put a bar, I can prop my leg on, let everybody know that I don't care about my leg being outside a vehicle because I'm a jeeper. I'm stuck and someone needs to hook me up.
Oh no.
Like a toe point. So it is a pun. You didn't even know it. Push it hard. The sun really helps the footage for sure. Boy! What's going on over here? We had to be a little careful up there. We got a lot of money and shocks on the front of this blue one. Alright, I gotta back off. I'm supposed to be cleaning up the shop and I'm just goofing around out here